Hey guys, it's Hayley. I'm going to be talking about my internship that I did over the summer. My internship was actually at Work One. JAG is ran through Work One. And what I was doing there was I was a receptionist and I would answer the telephones and connect them to the people that they needed to talk to, or when customers came in, I would direct them to the people they needed to talk to, and I would also help people get their account set up for unemployment or like Indiana Career Connect if you're in JAG. You know what that is. And then like whenever somebody needed help, like just like organizing or shredding their papers, that's what I did. I probably shredded over 1,000 papers. But that's kind of what I did. The skills that I learned is that you have to be really patient with people. A lot of people that come in there, if they're there for unemployment, they're already upset that they're there because they have families. And then the people that are older that come in there, they really don't know how to work computers, so you have to help with that. So all together, you have to be really patient. And another skill that I learned was SharePoint is where you ask for people's first and last name and their social security number, and then you ask why they're there, and you have to like remember what staff member is there to do what. The challenges that I had at Work One was I never did anything like this in my life, and also I have like ADHD, so I always need to be like moving around, and it's more of like a professional place, so you have to be like stay seated and make sure you're always on task. And like I didn't know like anyone that came in there, so I had to like make all new connections, and I'm the youngest one by like 7 years, so it was just kind of like awkward at first, but then I feel like as the time went on, it got a lot easier and better for me. A typical day at Work One would be that you would get there at 8 o'clock, and some customers would be there right at 8 o'clock, and others of them, we wouldn't have our first customer until like 10:30. And the day was either really busy or really slow. Honestly, you can never tell which one was which, but usually like Fridays afternoons are so slow. And what you would do is when the customer comes in, you ask them for their information and hook them up with the person that they need. And then if you can help them on the computer, that's what you do. And then from 11:30 to 1, you would take your lunch. And then you would come back and do the exact same thing as you were doing, and you would stay there until 4:30. If you ask me if I had a valued experience, I really didn't have a good time at Work One, just because everything is so different than what I'm used to, and I feel like everyone just had bad communication. But I definitely learned that I do not want to be into an office the entire day. So I feel like for this entire experience, I feel like it was actually really good because now I know what I want to do and how I'm going to do it. What I liked at Work One was all of the staff members. They are so nice. You can ask them for anything and they will gladly tell you how to do it in a nice way. And they understand that you're still young, like way younger than them, and you don't really know what you're doing. So they'll like help you no matter what. And they're like, honestly, when I was there, I felt like everyone was just like my parent and they would have done anything for me. Another thing that I liked at Work One was just seeing somebody you talk to just get a job and get back into their GED classes and trying to change their life. Like some of them go really into depth about what's happened to them over the years, and honestly, you feel really bad and you just want to do everything you can. Like I know I didn't like do anything like extreme to help them. Like helped them got signed up for like unemployment and Indiana Career Connect and help them try to like search things, but when you like hear so and so got a job, it just honestly it makes you feel so happy. What I did not like at Work One was communication was so hard. Like no one's there before 8 a.m. Like they get there right at 8 a.m. So it's hard to like get in contact with them, especially like if you're having an emergency and you cannot be there. Like just to text them, they won't reply to 2 hours later, and next thing you know, you're in trouble. And it's hard because you really like your job, but you feel like you're failing everybody there because it is such an important job to be there. What I wish was different at work one was that when you get there, people make you feel more welcome. Like I was kind of introduced to everyone, given a tour, and then they immediately set me up with someone and put me right on the spot. Like they didn't really explain, I feel like, much. They kind of just should they like on my third day they put me up there by myself, and I feel like should have like more experience before they actually do that because I was constantly running back and asking for help, and it was just I wish that was different because you want to do the best you can. And I feel like you were limited with that. Tips for future interns I have is make sure you have everyone's number that you need. Sometimes you don't think you need someone's number, but honestly, just everyone you work with that's like your manager, just get their numbers because you never know when you're going to have an emergency. Um, don't be afraid to ask questions of how to do things. It, I feel like you should always be really confident. Obviously, you're not going to know how to do something, but you should just be really confident in your work because obviously you're there for a reason. And just another thing is that you just, if you don't like it, then don't keep doing it because honestly, it's going to be a horrible experience for you. What I learned about interning at my place was that I do not want to be in an office at all. And I learned a lot more that I really, really love working with people of all ages. And just that I need to make sure that I have a job where I can move around and not just sit in one spot. Some additional information was that even though I had not a great time at work one and then that I didn't finish my internship there, even though that happened, I love the people, and even if future in the future I don't have a career in early education, that I would be okay almost with any job except for in the office helping with people because honestly, you hear about all these different stories and people are just so everyone is so much different and everyone is so I feel like unique. And honestly, I just love working with people.